The 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. Tonight, it'll be the Cleveland Cavaliers going up against the Memphis Grizzlies. Well, for the Grizzlies, more than solid play for them of late. 7 wins in their last 10 outings, making their mark and playing well. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy like this.
2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Cleveland Cavaliers come into this one following a loss to the Celtics. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets and they lost by 3.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis, Evan Turner is out there with Jared Sullinger. Then there's Bledsoe, and it's Marc Gasol, and it's Hood in at the 2 spot. And so it's the Cavaliers getting on the board first. Sullinger the screen. Gasol wide open. He fires. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Pretty passing. Timely recognition as to where the open man was.
And it's Green missing. And here are the Grizzlies now. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And no doubt in my mind, the overriding factor in that game was their huge edge on the backboard.
Yeah, the level of energy they had, guys, in the win wasn't matched by their opponents. And that rebounding difference, I think, was indicative of that.
And we're about a minute and a half into the first quarter. Here's Sullinger. No good off the front iron. For Cleveland, they've gone 1 of 3 for the field to start this one so far. Nobody near Irving. Drops in the tray.
Good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Cleveland on defense. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find some, you're right. Green with the block. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. About 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Hood gets the bucket. Hood's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
Green dishes to Love. Gasol with the steal. Over in the corner, Turner. Good, and Bledsoe gets the assist.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Now, here is Irving. 14 points from him the last game against Boston.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots and also altered a ton of shots.
Now Gasol following the 3-point attempt by Kevin Love. Memphis moving it around. Got freed up. Nice work off the pick. Hood's got 5 points so far.
Boy, Gasol with a punishing pick that time.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, I had a chance to talk with head coach of the Grizzlies. He said that the key to the game will be how well they defend Kyrie Irving, adding he's shown himself to be one of the premier point guards in the game already. Whether it's passing, shooting, or penetrating, we need our guys in the backcourt to really get up into him, and our bigs need to be ready to bring help. Guys, you can bet that Irving will be their focus defensively.
All right, Doris, thanks. On the wing, Irving. Back to Green. Gasol with the steal. Fast break, Memphis. On up the court. And that one's good. Bledsoe's got his first 2 points of the night.
Excellent work there in transition.
Yeah, I think it's always better to go early in transition, to attack when it's there, because oftentimes you can beat the defense down the floor.
Here are the top shooters from deep this month. These guys have been raining down threes lately. Third is Kevin Love.
Well, it's not just that he's getting the baskets, Kevin, but he's been doing a great job of getting open for a shot. So it's a combination of making shots, but before that, getting himself open to take the shots.
Now here's Green. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And 3 blocks on the game as well. I mean, he was going all out and making plays defensively.
And here's Bledsoe following the three-pointer by Kevin Love. And Bledsoe, here we go, from 11 feet away. Cleveland's gone 3 of 4 on three-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. It's stolen by Sullinger. Bledsoe with it. Now Green defending. No good from Bledsoe.
Well, what appeared to be an easy 2 points just never materialized.
Over to the wing. Here's Doyle. Chance there to take the lead. Missing. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Sullinger passes to Bledsoe. Just 4 to shoot. Green with the block.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
They now take the lead. Green's got his second basket of the night.
And off to a strong start offensively. He's got a nice touch.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
And let's check out the numbers for Mike Conley. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's averaging 11 points a game, 7 assists, and 3 rebounds. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Smith checked in for Lopez, and it's Collison in for Irving. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Klein. And again, Memphis no good. Cavaliers leading. Here's Green, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Threw it down with authority.
Oh, he can really fly. And you combine that, Clark, with some of the nice penetration, too, and you've got an easy 2 points.
And able to just play well above the rim. I mean, that makes this guy so dangerous when he's in the game.
Now here's Wright. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Clippers. Here's Gallagher, and the rejection by Love.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And so here's Cleveland following the score by Memphis. In the corner, Smith with it. Back to Green. Collison kicks to Green. Cleveland moving the ball around. Shoots from the baseline, and there's another one for the Cavaliers.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
Conley dishes to Bledsoe. Passes it to Wright. Wright sets a screen for Conley. It's deflected and stolen by Love. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. And it's Green missing. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Conley up top. He's covered by Collison. Now Conley. Wright. Over Collison. And Conley gets it to go. The assist by Wright. One quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Cavaliers on top, up by 2. It's the NBA on. And Cavs had Grant beginning his NBA career after a long and illustrious.
There's just a lot more practice time. And
Glamp, one of the most successful American coaches in European basketball history, Clark, and he's done a great job in his first season with the Cavaliers in the NBA, but nothing he did overseas certainly can compare to this.
And, you know, that's why, Kevin, people always talk about it in terms of being a marathon and not a sprint. There's nothing that compares to the NBA grind. Nothing is comparable to it.
And off we go, a close game now starting the second quarter. And from what we've seen from the Cavaliers, what do you guys see?
The roof is up right now, guys. It's raining in here. A lot of threes through the first.
Hey, sometimes when it rains, it pours, and they have not let up from beyond the arc.
So on the floor to begin things for Memphis here in the second quarter. They've got Turner, Hood out there with Conley. Then it's Jared Sullinger. And it's Gasol. And at the 5, Rome in the paint. Now let's send it to Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics put on a show. He had 21 points, and as always, piling up rebound after rebound as well. It was a performance for the ages, and one that will have the whole league talking.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play.
Gasol passes to Sullinger. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
You know, the rest of the D can be stretched a little thin when the double team's in place like that.
Conley against Irving. They set the screen. Open shot, Gasol. Rebounded by Smart.
I mean, look, no one guarding you. It's better to not pull up and try to lead.
Lopez, a screen on Gasol. It's rebounded by Memphis. Last time they met was in Memphis.
And how about the game plan that was constructed for that one? I mean, it was apparent how powerless the D was to stop it.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. I mean, they just didn't have an answer for anything they threw at him.
And he gets it to go.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling. Yeah, great look, but disappointing with the miss.
Boy, what happened on that one, Greg? I mean, that's almost an automatic shot for him.
Nice shot by Smart. Now here's Conley. 14 points from him the last game against the Clippers. He feeds it to Sullinger. That misses off the backboard. Cleveland leading by 3. Lopez, a screen on Turner. Here's Irving. And there's the pass to Dort. Cleveland moving it around. Lopez, a screen on Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Here's Smart. Shot is no good. And it's Memphis the other way. And Turner kicks to Conley. Turner with the screen for Conley. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. He gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
Smart kicks to Irving.
Sticking too much.
Dishes to Lopez. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
The second he got around the pick and shook his man, it was straight to the bucket for the easy do. Very, very well done.
Gasol a screen. Gasol a screen on Lopez. Conley dishes to Gasol. Makes it off the glass. Gasol's got 6 in the quarter.
And fellas, in this quarter, he's improved on what was already a very good performance in period number 1.
Lopez a screen on Conley. Here's Irving. And again, it's Cleveland.
That was an outstanding pick that gave him the room to bury the jump shot. Underrated, but not undervalued.
Hood kicks to Sullinger. Good-looking screen by Gasol. No one near Turner as he lets it go. Can't tie it up as that one misses. Pass to Irving. Lets it go from the wing. And he gets that one to go off the front iron. And now a 5-point Cleveland lead. The Grizzlies have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Conley against Irving. And Sullinger kicks to Turner. Back to Sullinger. 13 feet away. Again, Memphis. The Cavaliers leading by 3. Pass to Hansen. High post Lopez. He's up against Gasol. Pass to Smart. 5 to shoot. It's deflected. 1:25 left in the second quarter. Turner passes to Sullinger. 8 feet away. And off the front iron. And in it goes. Now just a 1-point Cleveland lead.
My, he is so adept at finishing in the low post.
Move the ball.
Lopez left side. The 10-footer cannot hit. Some solid defense from Gasol. Conley against Irving. Conley kicks to Gasol. The turnaround jumper. It's rebounded by Cleveland.
I like the move to go 2 for 1 here.
So do I, Greg. I mean, I agree with you. They need to get a quick look and then try to get another possession after that.
Sullinger left side. No good with the elbow jumper. Cleveland's gone a terrific 5 of 6 from beyond the arc in this game. Kicks it to Irving. And Gasol sends it back. Conley. And it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Cavaliers lead by 1. And we'll be back right after this.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavaliers.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. For the most part, we played an intelligent first half. Our passing has been crisp. We haven't given the ball away, and that's big because we can't afford turnovers. Those will kill us. But I can't bash what we did on offense. We were in good sync at that end. Let's make sure we stay that way. And let me touch on tempo for a second. We're not out to use the whole shot clock, but I would like to see us get set up offensively. All right, guys, let's get out there and play a good second half.
And now the start of the second half. Neither side jumping out ahead through the first 2 quarters.
What a game we've seen here for Green. He's got 10 points, and he's knocked down a pair of 3-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
Memphis trailing here. Green in a 2-guard. He's out there with Kyrie Irving, and it's Love in at the 4-man position. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Bledsoe against Irving. Just 5 on the clock. That gives them the lead. 10 points for Marc Gasol.
And a big height advantage right there.
You know, it's tough to bring a big man that far away from the goal, but that might be a mismatch they're willing to live with.
Cleveland moving the ball around. Here's Green. Off the left rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Turner, and a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Bledsoe's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Clark, they've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a little bit of cottonmouth here. Dry spell for sure.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
He kicks to Hood. No good. And Cleveland will come the other way. Well, they've got the Lakers ahead of them after this game. And their next game, it'll be played in Los Angeles. Sets in motion a 4-game road trip for them.
1 for 4 from the field since halftime. They're having a tough time getting it going here.
Bledsoe against Lopez. Here's Sullinger. Buries it down low. Sullinger's got 8 points.
Yeah, heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Irving dishes to Green. Out to the right wing. He had stolen by Sullinger. Bledsoe outside. Turner with it. Now Green defending. Here's Hood, and it's Memphis with another.
Everything going to plan here to start the third. 80% shooting thus far.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
The drive by Green.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
This is his first chance at the line tonight. Free throw drops for Green. J.R. Smith's checked in for Cleveland. Collison comes in for Kyrie Irving. Both free throws good from Green.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
There's the pick. Bledsoe kicks to Hood. Wright sets a screen. Out to the wing. The shot. The shot is off. Excellent defense there from Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 4. Green passes to Love. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Grizzlies have gone 4-6 from the field since the start of the third. Bledsoe against Collison. Feeds to Hood. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Hood's got 9.
Easy little jumper for him right there, guys.
Green powered down with both hands.
Went for the two-hander on that slam. That's where the weight room comes into play, Kevin.
I think some urgency from him there.
Man, I think he's sensing that this is a critical time in the game, fellas.
The dish now to Hood. Gallagher, he's guarded by Love. And the rebound goes to Collison. The drive by Green. That evens the score.
Those defenders look like they're out of gas. I mean, they're getting pushed around on the low block.
Yeah, but they better rally soon because they've given up 3 straight buckets in the paint.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far.
Gotta admire what he's been able to do at the free throw line this season. How about over 90%?
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
Michael Conley, he's checked in for Memphis. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. He dishes it to Wright. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down. Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Bledsoe against Green. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Just 5 to shoot. Gallagher. And just miss after miss right now.
And the D does just enough to throw off his rhythm on that shot.
To the paint, here's Lopez. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lopez has got the lead up to 5 now for the Cavs. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
And it's Conley penetrating. Here's Gallagher. Green with the rebound. Green's got his 5th rebound in this one. Lopez a screen. In the corner, Smith with it. His 3-pointers off the mark. The Grizzlies trail by 5. Right side, Conley. The shot by Bledsoe. Nobody around. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 4 assists in the game. Here's Green. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
He gets right to the rim, but the defense there to deter it.
I really like that he didn't shy away from the contact at all. I mean, he was determined to get to the basket no matter who was offering the resistance.
The first free throw is good.
He's done a much better job of getting to the line here. Aggressively taking it inside and not shying away from contact. I thought he was settling a bit in the first.
Both free throws good from Green. 1:46 left in the third.
Timeout. Start it. They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Have a chance to check out Freak here. An amazing run for him the second half of the season. How about 36 points per game, 9 assists, and almost 3.5 blocks. And his playmaking really stands out, making his teammates better offensively with his terrific passing.
Yeah, he's outstanding at controlling the tempo. I mean, keeps the ball moving and, of course, finds the open man.
Here's Wright. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Stolen away. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Green leading the charge. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. It goes on Eric Bledsoe. Cleveland shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
2 shots.
And he makes the first.
They're really doing a good job working hard to get inside and draw contact, a little more so than they did in the first half.
And defensively, if you're trying to battle back, you can't keep sending them to the line.
And both free throws good for Green. The Grizzlies trail by 7. And here is Conley. He's been a reliable scorer for him as he's averaging up over 13 points a game. They set the pick. Shot clock at 5. A wide open look here for Wright. That's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 5 assists tonight. And the Cavaliers with possession. They're on a 17-6 run. Smart misses.
Good little 2-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Here's Bledsoe with the second effort, and that one goes in as he is fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts at the line.
You can see that they're not as aggressive from the three-point arc. They had far more attempts in the first half.
So both teams making some changes here. The Grizzlies shooting their first free throw tonight. Free throw drops for Wright. For Cleveland, they've gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. Here's Green up and in from the low block. Green's got 13 points now in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
Here's Conley. Left side Gasol. The baseline J. And that one's good. Gasol's got 12 points in the game. Outside Green. 1 second left. No good on that last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Cavaliers on top. Up 2. And time for the short break, and stay right where you are. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And we're set to start the action up here in the fourth quarter. And if it's anything like the first three, we should be in for a treat. Cavaliers leading on the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Conley out there with Hood. Then it's Evan Turner. And it's Marc Gasol. And it's Sullinger in at the 4 spot.
I tell you what, you don't want to allow too many of those kinds of baskets with the game on the line.
This is when the defenders really have to protect the basket. You need to be in sync as a unit defensively.
Here's Gasol, and Jared Sullinger picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
And he's made more than his fair share of those today.
Cleveland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Irving dishes to Green. The Grizzlies pull it in. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one to tie it up. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
Well, I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
Makes it, and the next one could tie it up. Lopez, he's checked in for Cleveland. That one drops. He ties it up. Cavaliers shooting at 50% in a decent group. Here's Green. That's in there. Love with the assist. 25 points for Freak.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
Gasol, a screen on Irving, and it's Conley penetrating. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Shot clock at 6. Hood kicks to Turner to take the lead. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Lopez has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Irving can't hit. Memphis has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. On the wing, Turner. There's the feed to Gasol. The shot will not go, and Cleveland will come the other way. Irving kicks to Green. Out to Smith. Lopez a screen, and there's J.R. Smith on the assist by Green. Green's got his 8th assist here tonight. The Grizzlies trail by 4. Tipped away. Here's Hood, guarded by Green. The pass to Conley. They double-team Conley. Here's Hood. The Grizzlies with another miss. The Cavaliers leading by 4. Dishes it to Green. He feeds it to Lopez. Can't cash in from close range.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
At the elbow, it's Gasol. Gasol can't get that one to fall. The Cavaliers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. The Grizzlies trail by 4, and the foul called on Freak. That is his first foul of the game. Eric Bledsoe's checked in for Memphis. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Sullinger the screen. Bledsoe passes to Turner. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
It's been a solid outing for Evan Turner. He's got 8 points, and he's got 2 baskets from out in three-point land.
And I'm sure they'd like to get a few more of those out of him.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Cavaliers.
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
They haven't wasted time getting the ball up the court tonight either, and it's resulted in a lot of fast break points.
Cleveland's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. And the dunk by Lopez.
And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
Turner dishes to Hood. Gasol, a screen on Green. Off the pick. Green with the block. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Sullinger, and it's in after a nice bounce off the right side.
That pass into the paint, that is a work of art there. Dead on target.
To the inside. Gasol with the steal. Out to the right wing. Bledsoe against Green. Gasol a screen on Green. There's a good screen. Bledsoe kicks to Sullinger. That misses, had a chance to tie it there. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Irving. He gets that one to drop. He's now 5 of 12.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And that one's good. 16 points for Marc Gasol.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low.
They can't guard us on the
for them to defend.
spread the floor. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
For Cleveland, they've gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. There's a screen. Bledsoe comes over to help. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch. Take a look at what Irving's done. He's got 13 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Let's find out what Doris Burke has for us.
Thanks, Kevin. Memphis' head coach had some words for his team over that break. He told his players, guys, we're letting opportunities slip away in transition. Let's push it up the floor, look to score some points in early offense. Kevin, can they pick up the tempo?
Great. Thanks for the report, Doris.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
Love wide open. He fires. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot. Hood kicks to Bledsoe. Sullinger is screen on left to tie it up. Hood can't get it to go.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half, still bagels in the second.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Bledsoe against Irving. Bledsoe kicks to Gasol. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Shooting for Cleveland.
He throw good, Gasol.
Boy, they came out of the locker room at halftime with a much more physical disposition than they had in the first half.
And that helps, Clark. They've gotten extra trips to the foul line, and they need that to continue if they're going to get back in this game.
Green kicks to Love. That's good. And the Cavaliers lead by 6.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
We need to calm down. We're taking too many shots early in the clock. Let's get some ball movement and run something on the offensive end. Keep it simple. Let's throw it down inside or run some pick and roll up top.
Bledsoe outside. Over in the corner, Gasol. Gasol, a screen on Green. Green with the block. And that'll be Memphis as it goes out of bounds. Grizzlies retain possession.
Grizzlies ball. Timeout call for Memphis.
1:35 left in the fourth quarter of this one. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
We've watched Gasol play great basketball. He has 20 points. He's played the role of the pest today, too. I mean, he's caused a bunch of turnovers.
And it also tells you just how high his basketball IQ is. I mean, seeing plays develop before anyone else does on the court. And you really can't say enough about his composure in the big moments, as cool as they come. Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Perfectly done at the strike there. That brings their lead up to an even more. And that's how it's done. I mean, find that hole in the D and then go hard to the rack.
Maybe that hole was a little bigger than it should have been.
Well, it was. I mean, a tight game like this one, you'd think they'd have a little more energy at the defensive end than that.
And the highlight reel replay brought to you by Kia. Good stuff on that Kia Slam Can. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Grizzlies will take it.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
Memphis has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Right block shot. Yes! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Green with the ball. Lopez sets a screen for Green. Pass to Love. Inside. Shot clock at 5.
And that's just great work there to get in the shooter's face and then go and corral that backcourt.
Turner with it. Now Green defending to tie it up. Good! A huge shot to tie it up.
Marc Gasol is a problem. They're having a lot of trouble dealing with what he's given.
That's a pick by Love. That's tipped. Bledsoe. Oh, it's off the mark. And we're going to overtime. Regulation is ended and we're heading to overtime. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Quicken Loans Arena. Well, if you love great competition and neck-to-neck basketball action, this one has been a great one. Overtime number 1. Getting going right now. And it's the Cavaliers to start out. And no shortage of excitement here, and we're officially underway in overtime in this game. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, Green in at shooting guard. Also Smart out there. And it's Lopez in at the center. Here's Hood, covered by Green. Hood can't get it to go.
No one to blame on that one but himself. You get looks like that, you've got to take advantage.
Green kicks to Love. He had stolen by Sullinger. Here's Hood, covered by Green. Bledsoe right side. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him.
Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. Turner's checked in for Memphis. Conley now comes in for Eric Bledsoe. Turner passes to Gasol to take the lead. Hood can't get it to go.
Most of the time, that shot will go down. Boy, the defenders have to make sure they tag it.
The drive by Green. That drops. Green's got 4 this quarter.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 4 from the field in the overtime period so far. Conley dishes to Turner. Good-looking screen by Gasol. And Turner kicks to Sullinger. Just 5 to shoot. Hood, the pass to Sullinger. And another miss by Memphis. Cleveland's gotten 2/3 of their three-pointers to fall tonight. They're 6 of 9 overall. Sullinger brings the double team. Lopez, no luck.
Well, one of his issues is he's a player that just does not excel at fighting through contact on his way to the rim.
Here's Green. They get it again. Rejected by Gasol. Green against Conley. Passes it to Gasol. Back to Conley. Gasol, a screen on Green. Conley dishes to Sullinger. And it's sent back by Lopez. Now Green. It's a pick by Love. Double by Conley.
Man, it's really tough to stop Love right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Cavalier girls.
Outside Conley. Pass to Gasol. Tries it from 9. And again, Memphis no good.
You know, they don't score on that shot, but they're going to be happy with those kinds of possessions.
Kyrie Irving, he's checked in for Marcus Smart. The Grizzlies also making a change. Eric Bledsoe is checked in for Mike Conley. Sullinger with the ball. He's picked up by Lopez. Turner. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And if the shot's not there, you've got to understand that. Move the basketball.
Yeah, exactly, and I'm not quite sure what his mindset or what he was thinking there. I mean, that was just a terrible shot.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game. To the wing right side. The Grizzlies with another miss. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operation.
Shot A. You like that, Greg?
And so both free throws are good. And it's an 8-point game.
Well, the comeback hopes are out the window now. I think it's safe to say.
Yeah, it's a done deal. It's wrap time for this group.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Shooting for Cleveland, Kyrie Irving. At the line for 2.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's an 8-point game. Here's Turner.
It's going to be a tough loss to swallow. They just didn't have much gas left in the tank once we got to overtime.
Hood can't get it to go. So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, Clark, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Looked to me like the amber light on the gas tank didn't quite come on. They still had enough fuel to get across the finish line comfortably.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I really don't know if I'm getting it. I hope so, because I feel like it helped the team get a win. I know getting big numbers like this is impossible without my teammates, though. So gotta give those dudes a shout out.
Thank you for the time, Kevin. I guess we should hope the guys get the message.
Doris, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching the NBA presented by 2K Sports. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated, and now let's present our Jordan player of the game, Freak. He came out of the locker room at halftime and was immediately on fire. That third quarter was his, and he did not hesitate to exert his will. What'd you like about his performance, Shaq?
Seeing Freak.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny